You know how the most important lessons are always the most expensive? I've never told this story publicly before, but I'm going to share it with you today so that you can learn from my mistakes and hopefully avoid them. I wasted $12,000 in my business outsourcing something I wasn't ready to outsource to the wrong person. But the lesson I learned was priceless. You'd think being a service provider, I would have had the inside track on when and how to outsource something in my business, but clearly that wasn't the case. Hey y'all, I'm Lacey from the Content Direction Agency, where we write content for small business owners and help them implement deceptively powerful yet extra playful marketing strategies to achieve business growth. Be sure to watch the whole video so you can learn my biggest takeaway from this experience and avoid my biggest mistakes. Now I want to say right out of the gate, I'm not trying to drag this person or anything like that. This video is about my mistakes, not hers, which is why I'm not giving her name or her business name. Okay, let me set the stage for you. It's late 2021. I'm going through the biggest slump in my business life. I haven't had a sales call in literal months, and I meet this woman who says she can solve my problems. She's a fractional salesperson, which means she does sales for multiple different businesses all at once. We got on a call, she asked me a few questions, and she confidently told me that yes, she could sell our services. Her setup fee was $12,000, and that's before she sold a dime for us. But she had a money-back guarantee. If she didn't sell at least that much of new business for us in 90 days, I would get a refund. Feeling desperate, I signed up. Mistake number 1, don't outsource when you're desperate. I wanted her to swoop in and save my business, and that's the wrong energy to bring to a relationship like that. Have you ever bought a course or a product or hired somebody secretly hoping it would completely fix your business? Let me know I'm not alone in the comments. We had our first and only call, and she asked me about my offers, how we worked, standard stuff. I mentioned that I'd just come up with a new offer, but that I hadn't sold it yet. She latched on to that new offer and decided that's what she was going to work to sell. The call lasted less than an hour. Mistake number 2, believing someone can understand your business in just a few minutes. Now, I know from working with our writing clients that it takes time for us to truly understand their businesses, but this woman felt like she had enough information in one 45-minute call. I'll admit, I was skeptical, but she seemed super confident, enough for the both of us. So I just got comfy and waited for the sales to roll in. And waited, and waited, and waited. Mistake number 3, not setting clear expectations for communication. My salesperson didn't have a plan or a workflow for how often she would check in, how she would let me know what she was up to, how she would communicate what action she was taking. Nothing like that. But when she didn't offer it, I should have asked for what I wanted. Now, I'm a pretty chill boss, sometimes to a fault, but I would have liked her to have checked in once a week or so to let me know how things were going, but I didn't ask for that. Surprise, surprise, when I didn't ask for it, I didn't get it. A month went by and I didn't hear from her. Finally, about the time my second payment was due, she tagged me in a post on LinkedIn for a CMO job, and I thought, what am I supposed to do with this? Mistake number 4, no clear outline of responsibilities. We never clearly defined exactly what it meant for her to sell my services. Was she just supposed to tag me on a LinkedIn post, make an introduction, get on the sales call? It was all unclear. As it was, I replied to the LinkedIn post, went back and forth with the person a little bit, and it didn't pan out. More weeks passed and I still didn't hear from her. So I sent her an email asking about her progress and suggesting maybe she should switch gears and try to sell some of our other packages. I didn't get a reply. Mistake number 5, not making a clear request. This mistake is definitely on me. My email was full of suggestions and questions instead of clearly stating what I wanted and what I needed her to do. I was getting extremely frustrated, but I still wasn't taking responsibility for my part of the relationship and asking for what I needed. If you're interested in learning how to give good feedback to a writer or any other service provider, unlike what I was doing, I've got a free guide on how to give constructive feedback. Follow the link on the screen or in the description below to grab it. So this salesperson ended up sending me one other lead, and I took the sales call, not her, which didn't pan out. At the end of our 12 weeks, she hadn't sold a single thing for my business. Thankfully, she was true to her word and refunded my money, but this could have been a very expensive lesson. Okay, here's what I learned. So my story had, if not a happy ending, at least not a terrible one. But what I learned from my negative experience has actually helped my team and I understand how to make outsourcing a more positive experience for our clients. It means that we have a robust onboarding process that essentially teaches our clients how to be a good client. We have several touch points where we lay out expectations around deliverables, how often we'll communicate, and what we need from them. And we send them that free guide to teach them how to provide us with the valuable feedback that we need to do our jobs well. I believe having a not so great experience as a client has made me a better business owner and service provider. What questions do you have about outsourcing? Drop them in the comments below and be sure to subscribe to this channel while you're at it. Check out my next video in which my team and I share our best tips for hiring the perfect blog writer for your business.